The dogs ate my zombie hat. Not happy about that. That is why I'm wearing this hat. It's my other hat that I stole from my husband. It's his hat, but I wear it uh, so that he can. Um, it's the kind of relationship we have. I steal his clothes. Anyway, quick update on my family. My brother did not make parole. I'm thankful for that. I'm kind of upset that apparently my father went to his parole hearing because that's inappropriate. Um, I don't know if he took the kid or not, but it's inappropriate. Um, I'm kind of upset about the whole situation. You would think that I would learn by now to not investigate my family and their circumstances, because every time I do, I get upset. So, whatever. Also, it's kind of odd day today because I woke up and had nothing to do. It's a mandatory 1 week between programs, and I start, you know, some workshops on Wednesday. So that'll keep me busy Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Tomorrow, I'm actually not even going to be making a vlog because I'm going to be busy setting up for my husband's birthday. Um, so I have nothing to do today. There's nothing to do today. Very bored. Binge watching Haven. Um, so that's going to be my day today. Um, something that has been on my mind. Um, and I don't know if I covered this a little bit. I don't think I did. Anyway, this girl that I knew when I was incarcerated, she actually dated my ex-girlfriend. My girlfriend and I are friends. We weren't friends for a while. When we weren't friends, I became friends with my girlfriend's ex. It's very complicated. Anyway, when you're incarcerated, you know, I mean, you have to find a way to survive. And it's not all like orange is the new black. Sometimes it's very different. So, she was big. She's muscular. She's very strong, like freakishly strong. It's kind of scary looking, you know, because she's covered in tattoos and she has her hair normally like in a mohawk or something. And she's just so unconventional that she scares people. That plus her size makes her very just, you know, scary to the average person who met her. So she and I became friends. And I think the reason we became friends is because my my strategy for surviving prison was to play crazy. I played up my crazy because people don't want to mess with someone who they think is crazy, and so I figured if I used my mental illness to make people afraid of me, then no one would fuck with me, and I wouldn't get in fights that I would lose because I'm little and I'm not strong. So, um, also I just didn't want the drama of getting in trouble. You know, I didn't want to end up in SEG or, you know, written up and losing privileges and all that kind of stuff. So we became friends, and the girl has issues. I think she's been diagnosed as being schizotypal, but anyway, she has some issues. You know, she's um, beat a girl pretty badly with, you know, a lock once. She assaulted an officer with her menstrual blood. Um, she's not. She has some serious psychological issues that need to be, you know, addressed. Anyway, while we were friends, I write a lot. I write a lot of poetry, and so I shared my poetry with her. Um, so my ex-girlfriend, who is one of my best friends, contacted me today to ask me if I had received a message from the crazy. Excuse me for 1 second. Kids down, Pond. No, you stay. if I had received a message from Crazy Girl and I said no, that I didn't know that she was out, kind of didn't think that she would be out, but yeah, kind of figured she'd just get time added on because she's always in trouble. But anyway, apparently she's out, and she contacted my ex-girlfriend and my friend and was like, you know, trying to be her friend now. My friend was like, well, I don't know what to do. Like, I don't think I'm going to friend her because I don't really want that kind of drama in my life. Like, I've moved my life forward, and that's not where I am anymore, and I really don't need that. So, out of curiosity, I looked her up, and she does not live that far from me. It's odd because I don't think she has family in this region, but she does not live that far from me. So, you know, I was telling my husband about it, and my husband was like, well, I think you guys made the right decision because you don't want that kind of drama in your life anymore. You changed your life so much, and you're about to graduate from college, and, you know, yada, yada, yada. So glad you don't start hanging out with people who are just going to pull you backwards. And he had the same, you know, hopes for my friend. That because he's met her and he likes her and all that jazz, and he likes her boyfriend, and, you know, her to have the same kind of stuff. I want her to be happy and, you know, healthy and not hanging out with people who are just going to drive her back down, and, you know, who are probably still using drugs and who's just traumatic and needs mental health assistance, but aren't going to probably get that mental health assistance, and really think that you should pick and choose who your friends are. So, the other day, it was like yesterday or Saturday or whatever, I checked my other folder on Facebook to see if, you know, because sometimes things go to my other folder. And so I just checked and see how, you know, that it was empty or whatever, and it wasn't. I had a message from the girl saying that she still had all my poetry and, you know, kind of wanted to be friends with me and wanted to talk to me. And I was like, I don't. So it got me thinking to, you know, there are a lot of people on Facebook who I met while I was incarcerated. But these aren't people that I actually talk to. They're kind of people that just, you know, happen to be friends on Facebook or whatever, but I don't associate with them. Then, you know, there's my girlfriend who I met in prison, who I am still close to. There's another friend that I was sort of close to, or I was really close to when we were incarcerated, but we're not that close anymore. Since she's gotten out, I've realized that she's not exactly the kind of person that I want in my life. And so, you know, like, I am gung-ho for people who do research before they post things, and who want to learn and educate themselves. And so if you are educated, or if you're uneducated and someone educates you, you know, like if you think that A is true and then someone shows you with empirical evidence, research, studies, history, what have you, given the, you know, whatever it is that you're learning, that A is not true, but B is true, but you continue, even after the fact, to promote A as true, then you're not really someone that I would want in my life. I don't see, you're choosing ignorance. It's not that I'm like, you know, some snobby intellectual, and I think that only people who are snobby intellectuals are worthy of my time. It's that, you know, if you choose to be ignorant, if someone has offered to educate you, or someone has educated you and has shown you that your, you know, belief, your premise, or whatever is factually not true, then I don't see why. I mean, that makes no sense to me. Why would you choose to be ignorant? Why would you choose to ignore facts? So I'm not really sure that person is someone that I want in my life anymore. My husband and I were talking about this, and, you know, I have a few friends right now that I actually hang out with that are really cool people. We have intellectual conversations, and we talk, and we debate, and we share opinions, um, and it's awesome. And then I have a friend who is the weakest person I know. He seems to be so weak in his belief systems that you can change them at the drop of a hat, but then someone else can change them back like an hour later. He says that such and such just opened his mind, yet he doesn't actually go on to like follow that up in any way. He says that he needs to make exchange in his life, but then does not do anything to actually change that X factor. So, and then I have a friend who's sort of a friend, but not really a friend, who you can't change her belief system. You can't. Facts, knowledge, empirical evidence will not change her mind. She believes what she believes. There's no factual basis for what she believes. She's very judgmental. She's only my friend because I kind of feel that I have to be her friend at this point in time. Because she's dating someone who I am friends with. So, but, those, with the exception of the last one, those are the kind of people that I want in my life. Either people who know what they believe and can back up their beliefs and will, completely admit it when they're wrong, will reassess new evidence, new research, new studies, take a second look at that history book to see, oh, you know what, you're right. X is not true and Y is totally true. I'm sorry, my bad. Or people who, I have a chance of shaping, they're not so stuck in their belief that there's no altering it. I'm hoping that one friend, I can get him to a point where not only are his beliefs shapeable, moldable, but also he starts critically thinking about the belief before he forms it, so that it's not altered after the fact, and then also that he learns to have conviction and backbone and stand up for what he actually believes. This chick contacted me on Facebook, which is the original topic of today. It's kind of creepy that she would keep my poetry for that long. It's weird. I've been out of incarceration for 4.5, almost 5 years. I have not spoken, written, or had any contact with her for longer than that. So it just seems weird and odd that you would hang on to something for so long from someone who is not having any contact with you. It's like, what the fuck ever. We're not friends. Wish you the best, but we're not friends. It's kind of a lesson that it was hard for me to learn. I don't have to be everyone's friend. And I don't have to be everyone's friend. I cost my husband a relationship a while ago because, my husband had a friend, and I was friends with his wife, and I realized I couldn't be her friend anymore. I just couldn't, and I don't want to badmouth her or anything. I don't think she's a bad person. Her husband's awesome, except that he seems to be kind of weak as well. But her husband's awesome. I hate it that they don't hang out with my husband as much. Well, the husband doesn't hang out with my husband as much. But, ow, Juan. Um, I just, I can't hang out with her. She's not someone that I would want in my life. We don't have anything in common, with the exception of the fact that we're geeks. And, um, she is racist and condescending and kind of snobby. And I don't want to be around someone like that. You know, I don't want to be around someone who tries to get me to lie about my beliefs so that a man that I really didn't like upon meeting would perform the wedding ceremony. I don't know, it just seems unethical, and it's not something that I would choose to do. Ethics has become very important to me since I went crazy when I was 21, and ethics has just become very important to me. I want to do what I think is right. I want to do what I think is right when no one is looking. And I have a firm belief that if I do what I'm supposed to do, and I, act in an ethical manner, then everything will, in general, be okay. And that the only thing that I control is my behavior. And yeah, sometimes it would be easier to just lie or manipulate or steal to get what I want, or even to get what I need. And there was a time when I would have done that. I would have taken that route, but that's not me anymore. And it would have been easier because it took my husband and I a long time to find someone to perform our wedding ceremony. But it would have been easier to lie. But yes, I am a devout Christian, and homosexuals will burn in hell. Sure, yeah, that's exactly right. And just for Jesus, the world people, right? It would have been easier. That's what the man wanted to hear, and it would have been easier to just say that. But I can't do it. I can't. I can, won't choose not to, because I didn't lie, and I just kept looking and kept looking that I will find the right person to perform the ceremony. Someone who respects my husband and I and our lack of religious belief. Someone who is willing to work with us on the vows so that, what we vow to one another and what we say to one another is highly personalized and reflects our relationship. And I just believed that if I stuck to my convictions, I would find that person, and I did. And he was actually a minister, but he was open-minded, and he didn't care that we were atheists because that was our personal choice and didn't reflect on us in any way. And when he read our very unique and weird vows, he was like, this is awesome. This is very unique, and it's very odd, and it's very weird, and it's rare to find a couple who are so willing to just fuck tradition and do what they want to do to make it their day. And I think that shows a lot of love between the two of you. I think it does too. So, I have this firm belief that doing the right thing and sticking to your convictions and your ethical code will result in, good things happening. However, sometimes it's not that easy. Sometimes you have to wait a little while. Sometimes it's not so immediate. I'm still waiting on the good things to come my way for standing up against my father's alcoholism and trying to protect my nephew. But it'll come. I still believe that I did the right thing, so it'll come. Well, that's all for today. I'm gonna go and binge watch Haven, apparently, and take care of the dogs, which are apparently annoying the crap out of me today, is their job. They've decided that that's what they're gonna do. Going to annoy the crap out of mommy. So, we'll see you guys not tomorrow, because I've got my husband's birthday stuff to do, but Wednesday.